Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's Friday the, what is it anyway? It's the 16th of June and we are heading back home at, what time are we on? 20 past 6? Oh man. Yeah, I've just been twiddling about with changed broadband providers again at work, and the changeover was supposed to be today, but the old router has worked fine all day, but it will need to be ready for Monday, of course, when we get back in. The last thing I want on a Monday morning when we've got loads of orders to process is to start messing about with routers and trying to get the internet back up and the network back up. So I just spent, you know, the last hour or so moving that over, because the problem is, for some reason, nowadays a lot of these routers seem to be coming with a subnet of 192.168.1 dot whatever, and we're on 192.168.0 dot whatever. Everything I've got connected up works on .0, not .1, so I have to go into the router settings and mess about with that bit, which is always fiddly. I think I've got it sorted, but the broadband isn't active. But that isn't very surprising, because it's perhaps not changed over yet or whatever else, so I don't know. Hopefully it'll be alright now on Monday, otherwise it's going to be an interesting morning. But there you are. So this week has been, it's not been too bad, if I'm honest. I better check that the camera's on. We get down here, I don't want another last week. I don't know I don't know if I didn't press the button right, or I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something not right anyway. And yeah, no footage to the petrol station, so yeah, it's definitely recording. It says it's recording, so hopefully that's going to be all right. So yes, last week, sorry about that, you had to watch a bit of Star Wars Battlefront up to the petrol station bit, because that's all I had footage wise. So yeah, it's not been a too bad week, really. Last weekend was all right. I mean, it wasn't the bestest of weathers, but we got on with it and did some stuff and went to York on the Sunday, see relatives and whatever else. So that was another nice day out. This week at work it's been steady away again, to be honest. It's not been that fantastically busy, but it's been all right still. I managed to catch up with a few different jobs. Actually, yesterday and today I've been putting up some LED batten lighting. So a lot of the warehouse lighting is the very old school 8-foot fluorescent tubes. And of course these things, they don't live forever, the fluorescent tubes, or the starters that are in them as well. And basically they've been sort of dying out, and I've been robbing upstairs of fluorescent tubes to replace the died out ones downstairs. So one way or another I've been nicking all these fluorescent tubes, and I've kind of reached the point there's not any more fluorescent tubes I can nick upstairs without there being no light when you want to go up there in the dark. Not that we go up there in the dark very often, but you can't take them all. So I've got to the point where it was either buy more fluorescent tubes or do something else. And when I inquired at the lighting place, which is handily next door, very handily, he sort of said, well, you know, those 8-foot fluorescent tubes now are like 20 quid a piece, but they're also hard to get hold of and very rare, not very rare, very inefficient energy wise. So you'd be better looking at some of the newer LED type things. So, you know, these LED battens, a 5-foot one is only like 30 plus VAT, so not much more. It's a full unit. You just unwire your old housing for the fluorescents and wire in this new unit, and you're away. So all right, get me some of those and I'll give them a try and see what they work like. And they're really, really good. Really good. They are super bright, and yeah, they really light up the warehouse even better than the Yeah, the fluorescent tubes did. I've had to put them higher up, right up on the roof now, because we had a lot of the fluorescents were like hanging down on chains. And I think it's from the throwback when the place used to be run by Parkins Garments, who manufactured clothing, and they had all lower lighting because of you know, getting the light onto the tables for chopping cloth and things, whereas we're storing goods in there now, so we don't need a low light. We can just have it right up at the roof, and it sprays the light across the area more as well. So on the whole, that's looked pretty good. So yeah, it's been all right. I'm gonna get parked in the garage. I'm gonna do something weird and actually start the car to stop the car. I took my foot off the clutch, and it oh no, that's gonna stop. That stops the camera. That's why I didn't turn the engine off. Right, I'm going in. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So it's probably a bit dark in here actually, isn't it? So we'll just press the magic button, see if all the bird poo's gone. And it has. I cleaned the bird poo off. Well done me. Right, where's he going? How close do you need to get to the pump? You don't have to put the car physically into the pump to get fuel into it, you know. It's got a lead. He's on the wrong side, that's why. What's... Bruce is asking me something from my carbons. No, sorry Bruce, I'll answer you when I get back. Right, so let's get moving. Now we've got a bit of light. Very good. I'm definitely recording again. I'm going to have a bit of a job with the... some people. They're going to the petrol station anyway. No, is he? Dear. No, they're not. They're just going round me. I'm round there. I could have got away when that van was turning, but I didn't really notice he was turning. There's someone else turning in a minute, so if I'm lucky I might sneak out. I don't know, the car behind's going at a rate and he's going to pull past him, so no, I'm not going to risk it. Oh, we can be here some time. Waiting to go. I'd have thought nearly 6:30. All these lot would be home by now. Maybe I'm not the only loon on a Friday. I don't know. So, yes, I've been up ladders fitting these new LED batten lights, which are quite impressively bright, actually. It's a nice... more of a sort of white light, not as yellowy as the old fluorescents were. So even though they're shorter, they're 5 foot instead of 8 foot. I'm gonna get going. A swift move. It was the nearest gap I could get. So yeah, even though they're shorter by 3 foot, they're actually giving off a heck of a lot more light than the old fluorescent. Mind, the old fluorescents have had probably cleaned all the dust and muck off them from many years of being in the warehouse. They might have been a bit cleaner as well, but no, it's quite good. So I'm slowly working my way through that. Put 4 up, so replaced 4 old fluorescent tubes with these new LED buttons. Then I've ordered another 3, and that should sort the warehouse bit out totally. So yeah, that's another one of those little jobs, you know. It's not making any money, but it needs to be done. It's no good trying to pick stock from your storage area if you can't see what you're doing because it's too dark. So, and the warehouse man does think it's a lot brighter and better for him. So that's all good. Other things that have happened this week. Well, no new iOS 11 beta. Monday I was like, oh, there must be a new beta out. It's only been a week, and then I realised, I looked up when it came to about 8 o'clock on Monday, and there was no new beta. Apparently it's 2 to 3 weeks after the first one on average. If you go on previous years, 2 to 3 weeks. So maybe next Monday we'll get a new iOS 11 beta 2, which might work a bit better. Whoa! Okay, Evil Knievel there trying to take me out.
Warning. Risk zone. Speed limit.
We just passed the risk. It was flying round that bend at like 80 miles an hour. The trouble with bikes is they do that as well. When they lean right over going round the bend that way and you're coming up, you know, you can take them out just because of the lean on the bike. Unfortunately, I wasn't too far over towards the middle line, and I also spotted him coming and moved even further into the gutter just to make sure I didn't collide with him. But don't do themselves no favours flying about like that in a 30 zone.
Speed limit 30 miles per hour.
So yes, I've been soldering on. I mean, macOS High Sierra, it does some weird things with the sort of the display of the windows and things now and again, but on the whole it's been working all right. I think it did shut off the MacBook Air completely once, brought up your computer has been shut down to protect it, something with a kernel panic, but it started up again and it's been alright since, so I don't know if that's a bit of an oddity or not, but yeah, on the whole it's been going alright. Phone wise, that was a bit more of a malarkey, because after there was no beta, I decided Tuesday morning, as you do, I'd restore my phone to DFU restore it to the iOS 11 beta issue, because I did over the air originally, and then set the phone up as new and see if that fixed any of the things. It actually fixed some things and made some things worse, which wasn't good at all. So annoyingly, just using the phone in the car at all to play music was just not happening, and that was doing my noggin slightly. So then I had the fantastic idea, why don't I get a new phone? That'll probably work better with iOS 11. Downgrading might have been more sensible, but you know, if you're daft enough to install iOS 11 Beta 1 as I am, it's pretty obvious that you're not going to then think of downgrading. You're going to go, let's just replace the phone instead. So in fact, quite bizarrely, I ended up doing that. So it always gets me that it's got a hill start feature. It actually puts the electronic handbrake on when you're on a hill, and then when you take your foot off the brake and go to the clutch, it kind of holds it there on it until you've lifted the clutch up. But sometimes I seem to get my clutch up because I'm so used to that not being there and having to get the clutch up quick. It kind of I beat it to it like struggles to get off and then goes. So yes, I sort of hunted around eBay because I thought, well, I'm down and going to get a beaten up 7 Plus, and I looked at a few auctions and put a few bids in, but it was getting £580 to £600. I think my top was about £575 I was going to pay, and I kept getting out bids on those, so I was like, oh, you know, maybe it's just not going to happen. And then I was just trolling through and I found like a second-hand phone sales company that just does second-hand phones, but does them on eBay as well as anywhere else. And they've got a Jet Black 7 Plus 128GB for £539 delivered. I thought, you know, it's no box or anything, just it comes with a lightning cable. But I thought, that price, that's a pretty damn keen price compared to what everyone else wants with them. So I'm going to go with that, and I'll probably get 250-ish back for my 6 Plus 64GB. So I went with it, and in fact, yeah, arrived next day. It's obviously the one I'm using now, so I might look a bit crisper in the front-facing camera. I don't want the 7 Plus camera, front-facing camera too, but presumably it's a bit better. 7 Plus, 128GB, and it turns out when I checked up on the warranty, it's got warranty till March 2018 with Apple. So it was only purchased in March, this one. So whoever had it didn't have it very long before it went on again. Few scratches on the back. Is it the jet black? No, it's not the shiny black, it's the matte black, whatever that one is. I don't think it's definitely not the shiny black one. But it's got a few scuffs at the back, but they're not really that noticeable unless you're staring at it. It doesn't bother me. Screen's good, everything else seems good, and like I say, the best thing is it's like £300 plus less than you'd pay for one from Apple now, 7 Plus from Apple now, and I've still got Apple warranty until March 2018. Bargain. So I'm quite happy with that. And would you believe the 6 Plus I had, my gold 64GB 6 Plus, I put on eBay yesterday afternoon at 2 PM, and at 5:15 PM it was purchased for £250, and so I've shipped that all boxed up today. I mean, it was very good condition, other than it being you know, a launch day one, but I had all the launch day paper, I had the original box, all original accessories untouched, you know, with the whole thing. It's pretty much a minter as far as that side of it goes. So I got 250 back, so it's cost me like £289 to upgrade to this 7 plus 128GB. Does mean I might have to forego the 8 though. I don't know now. I'm gonna have to do some pretty. I was gonna go then, but I decided I might have got through, might not. Just umming and ahhing. Yeah, I might have to forego the 8 now, because you know, I've spent the money invested in this one, and you know, I kind of think this has got the warranty now until March 2018, so I might, you know, I'll have to see. I don't know, because the trouble is, I mean, one other reason my thinking behind this is everyone's on about that the iPhone 8 is going to be a midway size between the sort of the 7 and the 7 Plus sizes. So it's not going to be as big as the 7 Plus. It's not going to be as small as the 7. It's going to be middle between them. I was kind of thinking, I've got used to this sort of plus size, so if that is the case, then maybe, and this 7 Plus basically will remain the same big one, then I don't know, I've got used to this size now, so we'll have to see. Let's get into here. So on the whole, doing that has improved. Why are they all round my house? I think I'll just park here because I don't want to try going up. With all these people milling around at my house, the strange bunch. Don't know what they're wanting. Oddballs. No doubt I'll find out when we get back in. So yeah, it's been all right, really. I've found it's better. It's better for iOS 11, a lot better, but it's still got bugs and whatever else, but it is a lot better. The mail app's been a bit rubbish. It was rubbishy on, really. So I've changed to Airmail, which pushes all my email accounts, and in fact that's proved better on the whole. So while they're all milling about and doing whatever, I'm just going to do Richard and Ellis, and then we'll get parked up and I shall go in. So yeah, I've got to say, I'm loving the kind of weirdness of the home button, because it's not a button anymore. It's this glass capacitive thing that detects you pressing on it. So I'm going to see if you find it in here. Seems to work with the watch better. Works with the car better. I can now play music again in the car, so that is a big bonus. Come on, what are you doing now? Where's Mr. Nellis? There you are, Daddy. Call Daddy. It's doing me nothing. Everything now calls me Daddy. We'll watch you say, Daddy, you're doing well with your walking today, but you could do walking a bit more. Oh, Richard Nellis says, things to say on your vlog. His dad's doing his room while his mum and him are on holiday. I'm just going to I'll put the handbrake on, take my foot off the thing. It's putting new carpet in my room as well. Funny if we're having new carpet done in our bedroom as well at some point. He's singing Back for Goodbye, Take That at the Feathers. No, he sang it last Tuesday at Feathers. Back to the Feathers, Richard, very good. He said that sung Back for Goodbye, Take That, very good. Angry Dashcam Man is back in full sweary action. I did watch that video. We laughed about it. It just is so angry. He's going to hurt himself at some point. You know, he's going to burst a blood vessel because he's just so angry at everyone on the road. Literally, if he'd driven that drive I've just done now, he'd have swore that motorbike, my God, there'd have been about 100 expletives for the rest of his journey about that one motorbike, because it's very funny. I mean, if you get a chance to watch Angry Dashcam Man, watch it. Maybe watch it just with not the volume up, because, you know, anyone under the age of probably 50 actually shouldn't watch, you know, that sort of language. Turn your hair grey. The Addams Family coming to Alhambra Theatre in Bradford from the 4th to 7th of July. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? And his dad's sorting out Alton Towers holiday sometime this year. So, I've made it awkward for him now. He's going to manage that. Oh, you got bags of room. You could get a house through there. Alton Towers holiday. So Alton Towers holiday at some point for Mr. Nellis. That'll be good as well. Right, we may as well get parked up now, and then I shall close the vlog off. So, yes, still getting used to this stoppy-starty engine malarkey, and the fact that I can't turn the engine off while I'm recording with the dash cam, because when you turn the engine off, the 12-volt sockets, which didn't go off in my old car, now do go off, and that, of course, turns the dash cam off when there's no power. I could change that particular function, but I don't know, I've got used to it. So I just need to remember not to turn the engine off until I've finished with the dash cam. And I did at least manage to turn it on this time, so that's good. Sorry, not really much Star Wars Battlefront footage this week because I just haven't had to turn the engine off then. Just haven't had a chance to get on and play, so, but there you are. Right, I'm off so have a good weekend and next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. See ya!